Hello, welcome back. This is part two for the event, since there is a new event that's added on to the football fiesta. So, like I was saying in my previous episode, what you want to do for day two is to do essentially nonstop beast hunt. So you can see I have it currently running on auto hunt. You just can specify the level and the distance, since you're going to get the same amount of points from a level 1 beast to level 30. You can just kind of choose reasonable range here, and then here what I actually have is I have my hunting line here. It's just basically Diana and Fod and Triton, who's the current highest level infantry, which is what you want to do. Forgot to set use stamina items automatically, so I'll do that for the next time, but that's essentially what you want to do. I just have to wait till that line returns though. So they added this Oracle Wish Lodge. You can see I already purchased some stuff, and so that was more for science. But essentially how this Wish Lodge works is it's just like a wheel, and one ticket will get you one spin, and you can land on any of these. There's certain proportions or probabilities of landing, which are right here. This is just from a regular spin. So essentially with probabilities, you can essentially count it as a proportion of a roll that you'll win this amount. And if you multiply it by X number of rolls, you can roughly get a fairly reasonable estimate of how much of each reward you'll get, especially with a larger number of rolls, like let's say around, if you're looking at more than 100, 200, you'll more reliably get the proportions of these rewards. And the added thing here, it's kind of just to make sure that everybody gets something, is that you get a Sincere Wish every 100 tickets, and Sincere Wish will only give you either of the corners, so 500, 400, 300, or 200. And again, here it gives you the proportion of winning those. And again, you can multiply that to get the rough estimate of how many marks or coins you'll get from your wish rewards, Sincere Wish rewards. So essentially you can get these two ways. So one is through purchase of this pack, and you get a free pack. And the second way is through commissions. So these commissions, they essentially, they come out to roughly, let's see here. So I'm assuming these are all just one-time missions. And if they are, you can get a total of about 20 tickets, and you can see here 30 coins. And then from your daily, you get one free. And then what I would recommend is getting packs 1 through 3. And so packs 1 through 3, you're looking at essentially 32 plus 18, which brings you up to 40, 50, 60. So you get 61 tickets per day. So if you do 61 tickets per day, plus your, and you multiply that by 5 for the 5 days. And then you get your 20 tickets from your commissions. You're looking at 325 tickets, which will get you just over the 300 mark, which is actually a reasonable mark to aim for, because if you look at it, between 220 and 300, just 80 ticket uses will get you an additional 300 coins, which is actually pretty good value. anything beyond there, you're starting to lose a lot of value. 200 tickets to get 500 coins is a lot worse than 80 tickets to get 300 coins. And sort of that's just how Kingshot usually works, is that the earlier ones is higher value, so it kind of favors mid to low spenders, and then the more you spend, the less you get back. It's kind of just how they work, and it seems to work out pretty well. So anyway, if you aim for 325 tickets, you're looking at 3 additional sincere wishes. The 3 sincere wishes, you're looking at around 930, because based on the probability here, if you take these as proportions and you multiply it by 3, you're looking at 310 coins 3 times. Now obviously that can, just because the sample size is so small, it can like vary quite substantially. For example, if you happen to hit 500 twice, you're already way over, because the next one is probably going to be 300 based on probabilities, and you're looking at 1300 instead of 930. So, it can vary quite a bit, but that's sort of a reasonable estimate, is that you'll get 930 based on that. And then based on the 325 coin rolls, and you're looking at the probabilities here, you're looking at an additional almost 2,000 coins over 325 rolls, just based on these proportions. In addition to that, for these gear, for this extra stuff, you're looking at roughly, based on 325 spins, again, 119 governor gear chests, just based on the proportion there. You're looking at 239 artisans, looking at 239 charms and guides each, and you're looking at almost 200 true gold, and also about 119 of these 100 XP packs. And for this, I didn't actually calculate it, but it's just resources, so it's not a huge factor into whether or not I'm going to purchase packs. So if you are purchasing the first 3 every day and you're getting your commissions, you're looking at 325. And with all those bonuses and everything, you're looking at about just under 4,000 coins. So just under 4,000 coins, and that's for $150 US. So 4,000 coins will get you all 30 of the mithril, which is already just the value of $150 US alone if you bought this at the regular shop. Plus you get an additional 1,000 coins. And the next best value, surprisingly, in the shop is actually, you're looking at the gear chests. They beat out the weekly deals. And, if you have 1,000 extra there and you're going to buy 10 of these, that's another 350 gear chests. That's actually, imagine getting your usual 30 mithril, and then you get 350 gear chests, plus you get all the other, these bonuses at the rough proportions that I mentioned. You're winning out quite a bit. And if you get lucky early on and you have enough coins to get your 30 mithril, and you don't even need to reach the 300 mark, and let's say you just aim for 220 here, you can save Oracle Pack 3 once or twice, which would make the value even higher. So this is actually pretty good value if you're aiming just for mithril. So I would recommend doing first 3 packs daily, and then seeing if you can save on purchasing the additional 3rd pack on days 4 and 5, depending on how lucky you get with the coins early on. So that's part 2 of this football fiesta. And like I always say, if you have other events going on, like Alliance Mobilization, you definitely want to be picking like the top op quests, so that you can double dip and triple dip and yeah, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's it. So that is it for part 2. And don't forget to get your auto hunt on and try to pick up as many of your beast slaying quests as possible, but you can see everybody else has picked it up except me. Okay, that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.